Before kill streaks, before loadouts, before every military shooter tried to outdo the last, there was a war. Not just one fought in the history books, but one fought across our monitors and bedrooms, basements, and school computer labs. And for me, it wasn't just any game. It was my first FPS. The first time I picked up a digital weapon, held my breath, and dove into the chaos. This is Medal of Honor Allied Assault, the Godfather of the modern shooter. A game that didn't just change the industry, it changed me. I was just a kid when I first booted it up. I didn't know how to strafe. I couldn't tell a Car 98 from an M1 Garand. But none of that mattered. I was there, I was Lieutenant Mike Powell, and I was about to parachute into the most immersive war game I'd ever seen. It wasn't just a shooter, it was a rite of passage. Developed by 2015 Inc. and powered by the id Tech 3 engine, the same ones that did Quake 3, Medal of Honor Allied Assault hit PC in 2002 like a thunderclap. You played as OSS operative Lieutenant Powell, moving from sun-scorched North Africa to the blood-soaked beaches of Normandy. But it wasn't the mission alone. It was how they felt, crawling through rubble, under machine gun fire, storming the bunkers, with shaky hands. It was cinematic before that word even got overused. The Omaha Beach mission, I'll never forget that. Most people won't. It was terrifying, not in a horror sense, but in a way that made my palms sweat. I'd never experienced that kind of tension in a game before. Behind the magic, there was a team that would become legends. Vince Zampella, Jason West, names that would go on to create Call of Duty and Modern Warfare. The AI was dynamic, the sound design was groundbreaking. Michael Giacchino's orchestra score added weight to every firefight. It felt like war, but more than that, it felt like you were a small part of something massive. Even today, those sounds, the ping of the M1 Garand, the snap of nearby gunfire, they're burned into my memory. Once I had finished the campaign, I thought I was done. I wasn't even close. The multiplayer, that's where I really learned how to play the game. Fast, tactical, punishing, you either adapted or you got dominated. I still remember the usernames, the map callouts, the frantic typing through the chat as we tried to defuse a bomb in seconds or capture the flag finally. Medal of Honor Allied Assault's multiplayer gave us something. Gave us everything. Sniper duels in snowy towns, sabotage missions in bombed out cities, and hours of post-school late-night battles. The impact of Allied Assault rippled outward. Just a year later, the devs behind it would leave to form Infinity Ward, and of course their next game, the original Call of Duty. The resemblance isn't coincidence, it's evolution. Everything we now expect from cinematic FPSs, the foundation was laid here. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor's own sequels, they all owe something to this game in particular. But here's what amazes me the most. After all these years, it's still going. A small but dedicated community is keeping Medal of Honor Allied Assault alive. Custom servers, community patches, discords, tournaments. It's not nostalgia, it's loyalty. They didn't just love the game, they refused to let it die. Modern shooters are massive, expensive, but somewhere along the way, many lost something. Simplicity, grit, heart. Allied Assault has all three. It didn't need skins for seasons, and of course, this was a product of its time, but even still, just a rifle, an objective, and nerves of steel. For me, revisiting it today isn't just retro gaming, it's coming home. Some games are good, some are great, and some, they become a part of who you are. Medal of Honor Allied Assault wasn't just the first FPS I ever played, it was the first that made me feel something. It introduced me to a genre, the online world, the stories told through actions and silence. And after playing it again for the first time in over 20 years, I felt it. That same feeling, the tension, the awe, and the love. That unmistakable spark that told me this isn't just a game that I used to love, it's a game I still do. It was the start of something bigger than me, bigger than any one game, and I'll never forget it.
Can one man truly make a difference?